guys, I am coming back to you guys with kind of a different video. It's Sunday. I was running around needing to do a little bit of running around and picked up a few things that I'm going to show you guys because that's what we do. But I'm also going to turn this into kind of a cooking video. I'm in the mood to cook and I'm starving, so the two together probably may not work out too well because who knows what kind of disaster I may make trying to hurry things up. But I figured I have never made a cooking video and I really like what I'm going to cook, so I thought maybe you guys want to watch. Anywho, the stuff I'm going to show you I picked up at Dollar Tree and Aldi, or Aldi grocery store, depending on how you pronounce it. Forgive me guys, it is hot in here. It's 90 something degrees outside and I refuse to turn on the air until I can't breathe. But anywho, I went to the Dollar Tree to buy bowls for this little stray cat that keeps meowing at our door and window. Has been for the last couple days, and we're feeding it because we're marshmallows like that. And I've been making bowls out of foil, so now I'm out of foil, which is why I went to the Dollar Tree. I went to the Dollar Tree to buy foil to replace the foil I had been using, and to buy some kitty bowls for the cat, which I have named Chloe, by the way, just because she needs a name. And I picked up a couple of other things, so I'm going to show you that right now. Okay. I'm going to try and talk a little low because I've noticed when the camera's facing this way, I get really, really loud. This is what I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Here are Chloe's little bowls. Picked up one of these circular barbecue grate thingies because I have a little fire pit in the back that you can actually barbecue on. So went ahead and grabbed that. Oh, I picked this up. Not today. I picked this up the other day. The Suave Cherry Blossom Lotion, just to have by the sink because, ooh, you guys, look how dry my skin gets. Anywho, I picked up these Minute Maid frozen lemonades and frozen orangeades because the 97 degree weather just made me really, really think those were awesome. And I like them anyway. Went ahead and grabbed them. I see them all the time, but I never get them because it had been cold. But now definitely is the time for it. Picked up these not quite 2 liter, what is it, a 1 liter Pepsis. One is in the freezer, my oldest stashed one in there. Picked that up. Picked up these this metal wire because the mirror in my bedroom over my bed I think is too low. So I'm going to wire the metal through the little hooks on either side of the mirror and hopefully it'll prop it up higher. I picked up this bottle brush because I like the way they clean my glasses better than my little dish sponge or the little dish, the little glass scrubber I usually use. I like it because of all the little groovies and it gets all the gunk out if there's anything in there. And then because I was having a fat girl problem day, which is I'm hungry and I want everything I see, I picked up these baked soft pretzels. And I've seen them at my Dollar Tree before, but not in a long time. And I didn't pick them up the last time I saw them. So I went ahead and grabbed them because I love a soft pretzel. I go to the mall, I get a soft pretzel and a cherry icy. And I swear I'm 14 years old again. Okay, so then I left the Dollar Tree. And I was hungry, and part of it is because I left without having eaten. And then before I left, I was watching this dude on PBS named Rick Blaylis, a kick butt chef on PBS, and he has a show called Mexico One Plate at a Time, and he was cooking up some awesome Mexican seafood in the 3 episodes I watched before I left. So I left starving and in a seafood kind of mindset, and there's an Aldi right next to my Dollar Tree. So I thought, let me go in there and see what their prices are on shrimp and that type of thing, because I was really craving like a ceviche or something like that. And I've only been into Aldi one time, and I remember loving it. So I went ahead and went in, and I only picked up 3 things, partly because I didn't have any of my little bags with me, and because I could have gone nuts in there buying everything I saw. But I did pick up these Favorite Sea Salt pita crackers, which I got the last time, were really, really awesome. And I picked up the same brie cheese that I picked up the last time. Brie is expensive and I love it. I tend to have a lactose thing happening and brie does not mess with my stomach. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then these awesome red seedless grapes. So that was my little mini Aldi haul, and my dollar stuff. Okay. So then I left there not having seen any prices on, I'm hot guys, not having seen any shrimp that it was all peel, and I don't want to have to peel shrimp. I want to cook it in what I had finally decided I was going to make. What I want to make is called Caldo del Mar. It's basically seafood soup. And with 90-something degrees outside, is really not the time to be eating a soup. But you can make it a little thicker, kind of like a stew, or a little more soupy, which is what I got in my head I wanted to do. Whether it's hot or not, I just want some friggin' seafood soup. And considering it is hot, it makes me think of the Gulf of Mexico, wanting to stick my toes in Corpus Christi Bay. So, think of the bay. Think of seafood. I'm right back to wanting some seafood soup. So I picked up everything I'm going to need to make it, and I'm going to show you guys right quick what I picked up to make it, and then the next part of the video is going to be me actually making it. So I hope that works out well. So let me show you guys what I picked up for it. I picked up some cilantro. It's real simple. I picked up some cilantro, some jalapenos, and an onion, which is in the refrigerator, which I don't need to show you guys. Y'all know what an onion is. Some lime for garnish. Some cheapy tomato sauce. The Parade brand's pretty darn good. Some diced tomatoes. That's your base. That's your veggies, and it's a soup-based, a tomato-based soup that you ladle over Mahatma yellow. I love this rice. I'm not going to use all of it. I'll set some aside for little man because he loves this stuff. I ladle the soup over Mahatma yellow. And, whoopsie, I picked up this seafood pack. It's a seafood mix. It has mussel, shrimp, squid, octopus. Don't freak out, folks. I'm new to the whole octopus eating thing, but it's really good. It's a little tough and chewy if you overcook it, or don't cook it enough. But it's pretty good. You just have to get over eating. You have to get over the tentacles, because yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can't see the tentacles. And then I did find pack of shelled shrimp. And that's all it is. It's very simple. It's a seafood mix, tomato base, few little veggies, add a little spice. For dessert, I picked up half or a quarter of a watermelon, because I think watermelon after something like this is just so awesome. And then any of you guys, my Latinos, Latinas, if you ain't Mexican but you know a Mexican, you've seen these, tasted them or whatever. They're pan de dulces, and these are called conchas. These are the mini ones, and I picked some of that up. This is really for the morning time, but it was a good deal, so I went ahead and picked it up. So, whoops, sorry. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. But those are the ingredients that I'm going to use to make the Caldo del Mar, and I'm about to start that. So I will be back and walk y'all through it. Okay? Bye. See you later. See you in a little bit. Okay. Okay, guys. First thing I'm doing is chopping up the few little ingredients that are going to go in my pot. Right now, I am heating up maybe 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Hold on, guys. I didn't rinse out my cilantro. You don't know whose hands have been on it, so go ahead and rinse out your cilantro as you would any veggie. I don't need to tell you guys that. Like I said, this is my first cooking video. Forgive me if I sound like I'm speaking to children. I don't mean to insult any of you fellow cookers. But I cut a good half of the bunch off after I've rinsed it, and I just do a coarse chop. The reason I do a coarse chop is because I love the taste of cilantro, and I don't mind it chopped up big. Some people don't like it at all. If you don't like the taste of cilantro, omit it. You can always use parsley or chives, the little green tops of chives. That's good, but it's just a rough chop. That's what I do with that. My onion, I will use half of a white onion. Yeah, about half. That may be too much actually, because I'm not making a full portion, like a full, to serve a whole lot, because my kids are not going to eat it. I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm probably I'm gonna go ahead and chop it, because I can always use the onion for something else, but I probably won't use all of it. The onion, I don't want too big a chunk, but I do want nice even little dices. So this is how I do it. You guys might have quicker, faster ways of chopping up an onion, but as long as it's chopped, what's the big whoop? Okay, simple. See, there you go. Actually, that may not be enough, so let me cut a little more. Just gonna cut a little more. I like the flavor of onion, but too much, well, can be too much. But anywho, that's all I'm doing. Chopping my onion. Of course, you guys adjust to your taste. Y'all know what y'all like. I don't know what y'all like. Then, this bad boy. Now, I hate messing with chiles because I wear contacts, and I swear it doesn't matter how often I rinse and scrub my hands. It seems like every time I get my hands on a friggin' chile, I end up burning my eyeball. So what I do, I try and limit how often I touch it when I start actually slicing it open. Now, seed it and take that rib out. You can chop it up if you want. I don't want it super hot. I just want nice flavor. So I gut it. I gut my pepper. Take out as many seeds as I can in that white trunky thing. Okay. Then, this also is up to you, to your taste. You don't like spicy food? Don't use too much, because jalapenos, while I think are the milder of the green chiles you can use, they pack a friggin' punch, especially the fresh ones. So it's up to you. I may not use all of this because I have regretted using all of it. I may put some aside for like a salsa or pico de gallo later, but for right now, I'm thinking, woo, my eyes are burning, guys. Y'all ever heard that only jealous people's eyes water when they cut onions? If that's true, I'm jealous of something. Not sure. Jealous of anybody who doesn't have to cut chiles and put contacts in, that's for sure. But anywho, I'm starting to get a little nervous about the size of this jalapeno. I'm definitely nervous about the fact that I am going to have to scrub my hands with bleach. Well, not literally, but yeah, the chiles are making me nervous. But anywho, just a quick chop. This could have been done way easier had I cut my peppers in half, but like I said, I've never made a cooking segment before, so here we go. That's it, guys. Cilantro, onion, jalapeno, and then my lime. I'm going to roll this little sucker to get as much juice as I can. I garnish the top of my soup when I serve it with lime, but I also cook with it. So, there, oh, that smells so good. Oh, that just reminds me of summer. Woo, my goodness gracious. I am a happy girl right now. But this is all the veggies that are going to go in our pot. So I will see you. I'll see you at the pot. Okay, guys. Here I have a Dutch oven that I am going to dump all the veggies in. Here we go. Oops, something fell in there. Now, word of caution for those of you that have never cooked with chile. It will absolutely let off oils that can make you cough and your entire house feel like they are under some kind of attack. So just a word of warning to turn on your vents or just have some good circulation, ventilation going on, because chiles do tend to mess with folks. As you can see, I did not use all of the jalapeno because I'm scared of using all of the jalapeno. But here I have the onion, cilantro, and chile. I have it on medium heat, and all I'm going to do is basically sweat them. They don't need to cook down or saute. You just want to sweat them a little bit. When you get the smell, this is my tried and true pot, as you guys can tell. When you start getting the smell of all the yummies in there, then you know you're good. Let me set you guys. Oh, hold on. Let me show you. There's a lime that I'm going to be incorporating. I've opened up the tomatoes and the tomato sauce. I will be sprinkling this Badia complete seasoning. This is awesome for Spanish cooking, for caldos, soups, stews, any of that type of thing. The Badia, this particular brand, it's a real good blend of sprinkly seasoning. And I use 2 tablespoons of the Crisco. So you can hear it kind of sizzling, kind of getting good in there. And that's all it is. Very, very simple. I'm going to leave it be. And then I will be adding the veggie. No, not the veggies. I'll be adding the seafood in just a bit. Okay, guys. These have been sauteing a good 6-7 minutes. They're nice and soft. I'm going to go ahead and add in the seafood medley from the one bag and the little shrimps from the other bag. I've done a quick thaw, running them under cold water. They're somewhat still a little bit frozen, which is fine because they're going to cook for a while and it'll all get incorporated and yummy anyway. But they're not completely frozen. Do somewhat of a thaw to them. I'm going to put them in here right along with my nice soft veggies. And I'm going to give them a good tossing. And I'm going to leave them sitting in there a while just so the heat can completely melt some of this stuff. Here we have little tiny mussel. Here we have some white fish. It's probably tilapia. Here is some squid. And of course, you guys are familiar with the shrimpy. Just off the top of my head, I can't tell what exactly else is in here. But I'm going to lift. I'm going to raise up the temp a little because I want to get the cooking on the seafood down up a little because I don't want it completely frozen or too cold when I put in the tomatoes and little stray shrimp, the tomatoes and tomato sauce. So yeah, just giving that a quick stir. I was thinking about pausing it and letting you guys marinate on the whole situation, but I don't know how much more video my phone can hold, so bear with me on this part. I've already gotten the water started for my rice. That's just 1 2/3 cup water with a tablespoon of margarine for the yellow rice. So that'll be next. But it's getting a nice good sizzle in there. Let me give it one more good toss and then we add the rest of the stuff. Let me put you guys back over here. Hope I'm not making anybody dizzy. And make sure you guys are set. Hope so. Think so. Okay. So let me give it a good stir. I see the fish turning some color, so there's good heat in here. And I smell fish, so that's a good sign. Now, I'm going to pour in the entire can of diced tomatoes with the juice because it just adds yummy to it. Stir that up. Now this is where you get to how you like it. Some people like it really soupy. Some people like it milder. I add in 1 can of tomato sauce. Sorry guys, I wasn't ready. And I added 1 can of water. Now depending on how much I'm making and how many I'm trying to serve, that's usually the way I like it. This will serve 3 to 4 people really well, this portion here. And as you can see, it's got a stew consistency. It's not too runny, it's not too thick. Everything, you can see the seafood and the liquid all even with each other. You can add more water if you want a soupier and more of a brothy base, which is awesome over the rice. So that's really up to you. All you have to do at that point is just season as you go, adding more water, sorry. All you have to do is just season as you go, adding your water. Your seasoning is your badia sazon. You can get this anywhere. I've seen it everywhere. I just sprinkle the top. That's it. I don't measure. I don't worry about anything. I sprinkle along the top, and that's it. And it's worked out for me pretty darn well in regards to seasoning. And it's just fresh and yummy, and the smell is awesome. Now, last thing I do is I take my little juicer and I squeeze in a whole lime. Squeeze in the juice of a whole lime just because I love lime. I can eat these in little quarters like you would eat an orange. Lemons and limes I can eat that way, which my dentist told me is a horrible, horrible thing to do because you're not supposed to. It's bad for your teeth. But I squeeze the juice of one entire lime in there. I give it a stir. As tempted as I am to taste it, I don't want to end up in the emergency room. So by looking at it, it looks good to me. But I understand that it's going to cook down some. So what I'm going to do is add half a can more of water. Half a can more of water. In case it cooks down some. And I'm going to let this simmer. I'm going to put it on medium high. I am going to let it simmer. And next time you guys see me, I will be serving and plating this. See, right now it hasn't even come to a boil. But it's going to sit there, and I let it simmer for a good 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how frozen the fish was. Depending on visually, is the fish flaking apart? Are the shrimp pink? That kind of thing. After the first 15 minutes is when I begin to taste. 10 to 15 minutes is when I begin to taste to see if the seasoning is right. Does it need salt? Does it need some pepper? But it's a very, very simple, very, very basic recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this, get my rice going, and I'll see you guys at serving time. Hi guys. It's been about 20-25 minutes, and the caldo's done, the rice is done, so I'm going to serve it up and garnish it and show you guys how best to eat it so it's awesomeness. Okay, so first thing we do is we ladle some of our yellow rice into the bottom of the bowl, as much as you'd like. I like about that much. Then we ladle on the soup. See the yumminess of it all? And depending on how much of the actual soupy part you like, that's how much you pour on. I like a lot of it. I like it to soak up in the rice. Then you garnish. Sorry guys. Then you garnish with some raw onion, raw white onion, some fresh cilantro. You squeeze the heck out of a lime on top of it. Half a lime, a whole lime. I'll probably eventually end up squeezing the whole lime. And then your choice of a good hot salsa. These are, I think, the best ones to pair with a seafood soup. Valentina is smoky and spicy, and Cholula's a little sweeter but has some smoke and good spice to it. I prefer the Cholula for this, but back to the, if you know any Mexicans, if you are Mexican, you know what this is. So I'm going to dollop a little of that in here, stir it up, and tear it up. So thanks for watching my very first cooking video slash Dollar Tree slash Aldi haul. But I'm going to get to finish watching the end of Resurrection over here because it's a season premiere. I love the show. And I'm going to stick my face into this while my kids have a slice of pizza because they refuse to eat this goodness. But until my next go around, talk to you guys soon, and bon appetit, y'all.